everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we're going to do something I didn't think I'd get done this year. We are going reseeding. So we are down on the bottom bit that was hell-bent again reseeded this year, but I honestly thought it was not going to get done. The reason for us not getting it done, I had this sprayed off in July. Father Phil then told me he was going to do the digging for me. The digger he eventually fixed, and then he moved to the new farm, and then he took the track off, so I got the cousin dude to clean the drain. But then we got that heavy rain the end of August, which put it out the door. I didn't think I was going to get it, but after the lovely week we had of the ploughing, ground is dry down here, so the job at hand is to level out them few piles to stair, down level out here. Now there is a cover of stuff on this. I asked Father Phil to spray it while we were away. I don't think he has, because I asked and he didn't really give me an answer, so I reckon he hasn't. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get chewed up with the lemkin and then with the power harrow. Now I'll probably lemkin it, come in with the lemkin a couple of times, come in with the stone picker, pick stones off it, then power harrow it, then in with the grass harrow and stitch it. Probably going to be the grass harrow tomorrow. I can't see me getting this all done, so I have to go 34 acres today and roll a bit and get Michael still up spreading slurry. So there's a little bit to be done. So anyways, we're down here. It is bright and early in the morning, so I want to try and get a good pack at this. The bulls were on this about 2 weeks ago on their way back to the yard. They're in the shed now. So yeah, we're going to try and level this off with the loading shovel, and hopefully we'll get this reseeded today. So that is all them piles leveled. It's actually dry down there. It's dry, but I just don't know. I'm going to harrow it anyways. It's going to go in harrow it. It's going to need land leveling to level off a lot of tracks and stuff that lemkin won't take out. It's just hard to know what everything has to be done today, whether I'll be able to get this all done or not. Because I didn't think I was going to get it done, I didn't bother ordering grass seed. I was hoping to find multi-species sward. But I think I'm going to send Liv to town. She has to get big food and get, there's about 4 acres in it. Get 4 bags of cotton greys or heavy wet ground sward, heavy sward, for that. We're going to be on out here, and this is our multi-species here. So cattle are off this just over a week now, and it's ready for slurry. So I think we're going to get Michael set up at slurry after the dinner and spread down here. I think that'd be the plan. 99 and the harrow, and I am ready to get that shit rattled out of me, because it's going to be rough. So yeah, let's see how this goes. We'll have to harrow it. I have reckoned a couple of times now, just to try and get it to chaw it up enough. We're just going into the top end of the field. Ooh! Top end of the field is never, it's grand, it's dry. The bottom of the field is where we're doing all the work, bringing clay and that, and it's all tracks. I'm not working knuckle steer because overlaps and all that, and not hitting it straight. That doesn't matter. It's about trying to get it chawed up to get it that it's going to work. I'll be able to work the ground, but it's rough. She's kind of sitting maybe a wee bit back, so it might be a wee bit of adjusting just to make her really dig in, like, because it's the front disc creates the cut, and then the second disc gives it that turn. And I fear now she's not just getting enough of a dig on the front. Shorten my top link, get the front disc pull in a bit, and hopefully it's got the plan. So you can see the difference there between pulling or shortening the top link on that second run, and the top link just being that bit longer. Massive bit of a difference. So it is. And a bit of speed then as well. This car works on speed. It's better, quicker you go, the better a tilt you get on it. So yeah, ooh, don't get caught in the wire. So I have the cousin also supposed to be coming at some point with his digger and flail head to do all the wires on the home farm. put them back in their place, and then we're going to start into bush spray and the gator then to try and keep them right, because they're going to be quite a bit overgrown in some spots. Other spots are fine, but we just want to get them pushed back. Anyways, I got a bucking kangaroo here. So that's the first cut of the field done. It has leveled up nice. I got a couple of extra runs there, a couple of extra runs that side. This end of the top end is nice and clay, but the far side there is quite stony. It's not just turning up nice. One more run of the harrow should definitely have it where I want it, and then it's land leveler to try and level them piles of clay, because it's not great down there. The leveling with a shovel is not great, but rub with the land leveler with the 6480 stone fork on it, lift a few of the big stones to there, and then run of the stone picker, power harrow, grass seed. Yeah, I'm going to really struggle to get this. Second run now, we are 12.5 kilometers an hour there. Field definitely smoothed out with that first run, and it's hammering up not too bad now. Quite a few stones on it, so stone picker have a nice bit of skill. Just about down the first land there now. But yeah, no, definitely that first run of the harrow is taking out the tracks and leveled her up quite nicely now. It's tilled up real nice down here. So it has. It's real nice down here, and it's not too bad. It's the lambkin has pulled them quite nicely now. But run land leveler just for some of the rougher spots. But yeah, I'm happy with that anyways. Just trying to find my lines is a bit difficult. So we're right along the river here. That's the river there, full of rushes, or bulrushes. River's quite low for this time of the year too, after the nice dry week. So I've given this all one cut. I'm not going to run the power harrow through the middle of it, because it's just going to clog up. But I'm going to bring down the stone picker and the land leveler just to do this bit along the river. So it would have been where the river was dredged out, and there's quite a few bits of stones. It's not very level, and then the same at the very far end is the very same, but the whole centre of that there is kind of a no-go. I will run through it with the grass harrow when I go to put in the seed, and that'll do it. It'll be alright. It'll probably flood anyways and kill everything up. Oh yeah, well anyways, we live in hope, we live in hope. We'll give this headland a quick run, and that's it. We'll come back later in the day with the land leveler, stone picker, and then hopefully we can get it in before. We are on to phase 2 of our reseeding. So I'm in the 3075. I have the land leveler behind me. It's a Fleming. It must be 11 foot, because it's about 1.5 foot wider on both sides of the tractor. Hasn't been used in quite some time. I kind of forgot how wide it was. So we're just going through the gap now from the bridge field, which we reseeded last year, into what we're doing today. So what I have to do today is mostly the bottom end where we're dumping the clay, and along the side where we're doing a bit of digging just to level it off, because it's a bit rough. The top end of the field isn't too bad. The field is dried out. I will just take the camera up and show you. So the clay looks quite nice and dry, so it does. So I have a bit of leveling here, a lot of leveling doing the lower half of the field, and then a bit along the river. Land leveling is a bit of a professional job. I would not be great at it, but I'm going to give it a go. The only way you get better is by trying. So yeah, engage 4-wheel drive. We'll give her some sweet throttle, and then unfortunately our box unit in this is gone. This no longer does anything. It's just an ornament thing for looking at, so I have to use the buttons. So that's also fun, because otherwise you just flick that down and you'd adjust it on this. Can't do that. That'll do the other. So yeah, that's fun. But anyways, can I turn the seat crossways? Make my life a wee bit easier. Somehow I don't think I can. No, this seat doesn't swivel. What you're doing with the land leveler is just a lock of bars going across on it, and all you're doing is just pulling clay with you. I have a big stone stuck in it. You're pulling the clay with you, and when you pull the clay with you, when you meet a hollow, clay is deposited and it keeps pulling more clay with it. So you have to teeter that line between where you want to let it down and where you want to let it up. And then watch out for getting caught in stones. Down here isn't too bad, but the river, along the river here is quite rough. So you have to be careful of pulling stones. Stones will end up scarring in the ground. You can see the way it's all done in lines, with bars, crossways. That's what drags the clay and levels the clay. Just moving it and then depositing it where it's not level, and then that levels the field, and that's why we call it a land leveler. So anyways, come to the end of this run. I'm going to put down the camera, make a bit of progress at this. It's a very boring job, not one that I'm great at, but it has to be done. It'll make life a wee bit easier, make everything a bit leveler, and we'll see what it's like after the fact. That is the land leveling done. I'm pretty happy. I think it got pretty good, but I'm just kind of realizing there's a lot of stones, a lot of stones. We'll go to stone picker next. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't gather too much clods with it, and we can get a lot of stones. And we are picking stones. So we're just along the bank of the river there now, picking. So I tend to spend most of my time looking behind me when I'm picking stones, because I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping my depth adjusted to the right level, make sure I'm getting them. So, not too bad. Seems to be gathering up pretty good, don't seem to be gathering too much straw if I wanted. It shouldn't take too long to get this done, so it shouldn't. Kicking up a bit of dust, so it's not too bad. But yeah, that's the crack. So I'm going to get the stones picked this early morning. I think Liv is going to power hire the field for me. So then tonight then I can come down with the grass harrow and get the grass seed into it. What I'm after is easy pickings. Just that stuff that's on top of the ground, not trying to root up anything. I'm making more work for myself. So the hopper's getting full. You can hear it regurgitate the stones. Just at the gap into the next field, so that we can, at a later date or next year when we go to move on, we can use this stone to pull into that gap to level it off and make a nicer job of it. We'll just tip everything over in the corner here like we done last year, and that be the plan. So I'm going to close the window now before I go deaf, and yeah, there's nothing stone picking. Very exciting. More exciting than lifting it by hand. Definitely quicker. That is us done. Field picked just under 2 hours. It's not too bad. I have a fine pile of stuff. There's a fair bit of clay in it. A lot of stone in it too. Everything, that's what it looks like. So a power hammer now. It's not too bad. There's small bits of stones there, but they shouldn't cause any issue. That's there. But that's what's stuck there at the minute. That's why the blue bar comes with it, to pull out them stones. Also, you have 2 safety taps on that. So it's just a matter of trying to wind it back. That's it out. So that wasn't half hard. So anyways, we get it out here. Open the valve, let down the door. We'll fold up just a couple of small bits like that, but they're not going to do any harm. So power harrow now just to smooth it all, and job will be a good one. If you have constant banging, you lift it on this. So just scroll that up. Liv is power harrowing here. Happy out? Easy job? Yeah. Well, we won't say much yet. This is the first run. So that's the job we're doing. Looks good, looks good. Where she goes? She's just stony this side of the field. So it is. If we turn up a lot of stones, I'll see can I get it rolled. I don't particularly want to roll it, because with the forecast that's coming with the heavy rain, if I roll it, I could create a pan, and creating a pan, and then with the following rain, could mean that I have shit germination. So if I can get away without rolling it, I will aim for that. I'll roll it next spring. But it depends. If there's a lot of stones turn up with the power harrowing, I will have to roll it to push them down while the ground is soft. Fingers crossed I don't have to. But anyways, Not looking too bad now. Some woman for one woman. Anyways, let's go do a bit. And it is time to go sow the grass seed. So we have the 2725 and our Apico and Hudson Butcher grass harrow on. So it's probably one of the first times for 2725 this year. Hasn't really done much except for sitting in the shed and spread cattle, which I finished up a while ago. So it's been sitting in the shed for a while. So, do I have anywhere to put the camera now? I have to bring this filled with grass seed, wire in my controller, so it's just put the earth positive onto the starter. So I'll bring it over to the workshop to get that done, and we'll be ready to sow grass. It won't take me too long to do it, but yeah, it's quite nice to get on the 2725, give her now, you know, stretch her legs. Anyways, we'll go load up a grass seed in the yard and then go over to the workshop and get that done. For anyone who may be wondering what grass seed are we going to be using, it is just generic stuff we bought in the local co-op. So it is Abergain, Ballantoy, Aberchoice, Ballavoy and Aberhurl, which is white clover. So yeah, that's what we're using. I would have liked to put multi-species sward in it, but because I got to the point where I didn't think I was going to do it, I didn't order the grass seed because I was afraid I wouldn't get it done, have the grass seed sit for a year and then have poor germination. So quite literally, Liv went in and picked up in the local co-op to do exactly what I needed to. It will grow grass and it's just fresh grass seed. So it should be as good as any. But I would have preferred if I could have got that. But anyways, it's going to be dark by the time we get this done, but I do have work lights. It's one thing this tractor has, work lights. It has the best air conditioning in the fleet and it also has work lights. What more could you want? So anyways, we'll go over some throttle. We're going to do the bottom end of the field first, then do the top end. So yeah, ready to rock and roll. Drop her down. Out comes the grass seed. Just can't really see it. Just going to stop and double check that I do actually have stuff coming out because I can't see it. Not working. The rest is all working. I see lots of grass seed. We're good. We'll keep the speed up and we get this done. Do the bottom of the field first, then we'll come up to this end. So they've got a lovely, lovely job of power harness. Looks rightly so it does. Real, real nice. So it needs to turn. Just give her a wee lift. Back her back. Try to drop grass seed. You can see the water level there. It's way down. It's probably the lowest I've ever seen it for this time of the year. So late on. The river you can't even see. Great. Someday I might get a roadway along here where there's just that natural dry surface to put an internal roadway on the farm and a bridge across the river and just make life easier for doing stuff down here. But not going to happen this year. I'm just so happy. We're getting the grass seed in. I did not think this was going to happen. I think even when I started harrowing, I even said, will we get it done? We are getting it done. I'm just, yes. Element in low light mode. See what it's like. So I'm going against. So Liv, when she power hard, followed the hedge that side of me, or the pale on that side. I'm following that side. So there's a slight angle across it. So I'm crossing Liv's lines that she put in with the power harrow, which is helping me see where I'm going because the view isn't great, but it's not too bad. Going down the way is easy enough. It's easy to see. Coming up the field is quite difficult. But we're getting there. A 6-metre harrow. If I was this a 3-metre harrow, oh, I'd be here all night. It's harder to see coming up the way. So it is. Also the field has dried a bit since Liv has it done, so there's a bit of a darkness in what I'm turning versus what hasn't been sowed yet. But sown really nice. Nice and smooth and level. There's a couple of stones has to be picked, so we'll probably be back down tomorrow with the gator. Just tip about and lift any of the stones that's there. So here's the thing, the stone picker leaves a lovely job after it, but as soon as it takes something to take out kind of the track and the way the stone picker ridges it out of it. So you always have to go back in with something that roots up stones. Happy out.
So me and Nelly have come down to pick a few stones, so just ones that are bigger. The only trouble is Nelly thinks it's a game. Don't you, Nelly? There's not that many, just the odd one that the power harrow turned up. So we'll get them picked. Happy now, she's found a stick. Bring it, Nelly.
We're out here on the reseed. It's a couple of days later and it ain't looking too bad. So now I'm quite happy. Liv was up picking stones. So she picked up a lot that she's seen. The stone picker does a good job. It gathers a lot of stones, but it does not root up stones. It roots up anything that's kind of the top 2 inches. Anything that's buried deeper than that, it'll hop across rather than pull up. Most of the time, sometimes it pulls them up. So when you harrow it again, because you have to take out the bit of a ridge, the stone picker leaves, because it moves straight to the centre, so it leaves a bit of a ridge. And when you do that second pass, you bring up more stones. So there was a handful that had to be picked, but I'm quite happy with that. It looks nice and level. There's a nice tilt on it. I can't see shagall grass seed, so the grass has to be buried into it. So it's just a matter of seeing how it's going to come up. It's gone very cold. We've a north wind. Let me know in the comments, do you think the grass is going to come? I'm fingers crossed, I'm hoping. I got in time, and with the soil, the heat in the soil from the good week over the ploughing, that should be enough to get a start on it. If we get some frost next couple of weeks, that could kill it. So that's why, yeah, it's the last minute. If it doesn't come, we'll just go again. We'll put in fresh grass seed in the spring. But I'm optimistic that it will come. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Will it come right? I actually have another bit of seeding to do for a man that's going to chance it next week, which will be into the first week of October. This is so the 24th of September. So pushing on definitely. But I'm happy with the job. It's just, will it work? I will roll it in the spring just to push down some of them little smaller stones. Just didn't want to do it because I was afraid with the heavy rain that's coming, it could put a pan on it, and then that would really choke the grass out of it. You can let me know in the comments too. Good decision or bad decision on that. It's always them things, you're right or you're wrong. A chance to anyways. You can let me know what you think. Will it work or not? But I'm happy out. It's just, yes, we got it done. We got it in. Hopefully it grows, but we got it in. So, on 2 other notes. Father Phil will be attending Glenn and Maddie's show this weekend on Sunday. He'll be there with the 1200 if you want to go check him out. Liv will put information in the description or on the screen or something there. And also, pumpkin tickets are now available online. So if you head to the Stewart Family Farm website, there'll be a link in the description. You can head over to the pumpkin page and book your slot for our pumpkin patch, which will be starting the 12th of October and run until the 31st. So you can head over there and get yourself a ticket. I'm going to stay optimistic. About it. So I'm heading off to try and get last bit of slurry finished up. And yeah, that's how we're looking. That is the job at hand. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Let me know, yay or nay, is she going to come up? Or is it going to stay in the ground and rot and I have to put new grass seed in it next year? Anyways, that's the job. That's it for me. Good luck.